Hello, I'm Belinda, Creative Director of Chez Property Styling. We are here today. What do? We help you present your home to sell so it appeals to the most number of buyers in the shortest period possible so that you can sell your home for a great price and move on with your life. I'm coming to you today because I want to talk to you about the decluttering process and how it can be quite stressful as a homeowner when it comes to decluttering your home, especially if you've been living it for some time. There are three things that I want you to consider when it comes to decluttering your home, and these are my three hot tips to help you make the process as stress-free as possible. Number one is about having the correct mindset when it comes to selling. What does that mean? I want you to know that you're going to sell your home. I don't want you to be half-hearted about putting it on the market and thinking, oh, if it doesn't sell, I don't want to have to do all the hard work up front. The reality is that shows in the presentation of your home when it comes to selling. If you have gone and done a bit of hard work up front to present your home to sell, that will show your buyers that you are a serious seller and they are going to pay more for a well-presented home. So having the correct mindset is very important. You need to emotionally already have removed yourself from your home and know that your home is going to be a marketable commodity, and be open to constructive criticism from all your team around you about what you should do. Don't fight it, embrace it, because the people you surround yourself with are the experts and they know what it takes to sell a home, which comes down to having a great team around you. So it's all about working smarter. This is number two. Work smarter, not harder. What does that mean? Surround yourself with an amazing team. Spend a little bit more upfront to get much more at the sale time. So as I've said previously, it's not unusual to get an extra $10,000 to $200,000 for your property if it presents well and you have more than one buyer. You can then create a price war, and that's your agent's job. So surround yourself with a great team. Look at your home critically and say, look, I think there's some termite damage there from the past. I really should go and get a building inspection just to make sure. You don't want a contract falling over because you haven't bothered to get a building inspection, and then you discover that the new home, the person who wants to buy your home has discovered that there are issues with your home, and so the contract falls over. Wouldn't it be better to do a little bit of work up front, which is about working smarter and rectifying those problems by getting a maintenance team in to fix any issues that you have with your home? Surround yourself with a great agent, and also get a property stylist in who can critically and constructively look at your spaces and say, this would work better in this space than what you already have. So a little bit of money up front actually reaps the rewards at the end. Also, and I cannot stress this to you enough, part of working smarter and not harder is to start decluttering before you put your home on the market. It's all very well to present rooms beautifully, but okay, so generally a buyer comes in and looks through your home with rose-coloured glasses on, and they don't actually tend to open many drawers or cupboards on the first visit. If they're really going wow after the first inspection, they will come back, and that's when they start opening your cupboards and looking in, and that's when they'll say, right, okay, they'll start to critically look at your house on the second and third open home, because they're actually looking at, okay, we have to live in this space, we know how much stuff we've got, so are we going to be able to fit it in the house? We love the house, we love the rooms, but is there enough cupboard space? So decluttering is a very important factor in preparing your home for sale. I quite often meet a lot of resistance from clients who don't actually want to declutter up front. They say, oh no, I'll pack up after the house is sold. And this comes back to your mindset and having the correct mindset, so that you need to know that you're going to sell your home, because that will show in how you present your home. So I've got a great little decluttering process that I always advise my clients to use, and it doesn't have to be stressful. I always advise them, don't just break it down, dumb it down, keep it simple. start with something like your cutlery drawer, and you'll be amazed at how many times you've opened that cutlery drawer thinking, I must clean this out at some stage. And when you consciously make a decision to do it, it's a 5-minute job. And get rid of all those plastic spoons and things, and the clutter and the sticky tape and the 4 pairs of scissors that are in your drawers. So it's all about preparing yourself to move, even though you are yet to sell your home, because it actually means that you're doing the work up front and you're not doing it at the end. You're going to have to do the work sometime anyway, so you may as well do it up front. And then when your house does go on the market, you can just sit back and say, right, okay, I'm actually 2/3, 1/3, 2/3 packed. Once my house sells, I've actually done all the hard work. So my little process for decluttering is do one space at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with the fact. Give yourself time before you put your house on the market. I ideally say a minimum of 2 weeks before you list your home. Sometimes that's not realistic, but I like to think that people would already know maybe a month out before they're actually listing, and then they can start that process of listing. So here are my little tricks. I have little coloured notepads, these little stick-it notes, and I always say to the client, okay, grab yourself 3 of these, so 3 big plastic tubs, and you colour code them. So you put, purple can be keep, but I don't want to keep it in the house. I want to put it into storage because I want my cupboards to be empty, and we'll talk about cupboards in a minute. So purple can be, I want to keep, but I want to pack it up because I don't need it at the moment, and I know I'm not going to need it for the next few weeks while the house is on the market. So you go through your cupboards and you think, right, okay, I'm just going to open up this cupboard, and I look in here and I think, right, okay, those hats are not going to be needed. I will pack those away. So that's what you do. You go through the process of, I'm going to pack these away, and that brings me to another point, is always consider getting a storage shed or asking a friend if they can store your boxes. You don't want to create a storage space in one of your spare bedrooms, and you don't want to put all the things in your garage, because your buyer actually wants to see your garage and see if they can fit their cars in their garage. They don't want it cluttered with packing boxes. So get it out of the house. It doesn't cost a lot to hire a storage shed, so spend a little bit of money up front and you will reap the rewards. So okay, purple I'm going to keep. Let's make orange, we're going to donate. So we're going to donate to our local charity. I personally, excuse me, like to do one space at a time and then get it out of the house and take it down to the charity straight away. You may choose otherwise. You may have a space in your house where you can say, right, that's all going to charity, and then you can arrange a truck to come and pick it up. But it's always good to donate the things that are really good quality, but you know that you're never going to use again. What's this one? Bin. Get rid of it. And so that means several trips to the tip, or to make your life easier, spend a little bit of money and hire a mini skip and have it sitting in your driveway. And so as you do a space, you can just turf it. It's very cathartic. Okay, that brings me to wardrobes and cupboards. You don't want your cupboards more than at 70% capacity when your buyer is looking inside your cupboards. Why? Because they already know what they have to move into the house, and you want to give this feeling of space. You also don't want this beautiful room and then they open the cupboards and everything just falls out of the cupboards. It puts the buyer off. So I always advise clients to have their cupboards at 70% capacity. So for instance, let me just pop up here in this cupboard here, for instance. I would, if I was selling, I would take all those baskets down and I'd actually leave that space empty. The shelves are pretty tidy. I've only just tidied up this cupboard, so it's pretty good. Don't have your clothes so squeezed into the space that that you can't actually get anything off a coat hanger without it all falling over. So I would take out of cupboards anything that you know you are not going to be using while your home is on the market. The more cupboard space, the better. So they're my 3 tips. Mindset, work smarter, not harder. So go through the declutter process up front, not at the end. Surround yourself with an amazing team, including a property stylist who can really help you take that stress away from putting your home on the market. And by surrounding yourself with a good team, it does become stress-free selling. And do it now, not later. Hire a shed, ask a favour of a friend, but get it out of the house. Nowhere in the house should those storage boxes that things you're going to keep be in the house. So, they're my 3 tips.